MacSed here on Acheron Wastes. All right, Kev, here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Acheron Wastes. The red Protoss player representing the Evil Geniuses. His name is Oz.
A little bit of a slow clap going on. I'm not sure if I want to clap for Oz, but...
It's the coolest Oz fan in the world. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, Oz's opponent, the blue Protoss player, all the way from China. It is Invictus Gaming's MacSed. Now the truth reveals itself. All of our fans are Chinese.
Of course, as Ben mentioned, MacSed spawning in the right bottom side of the map. All the PvPs, and MacSed has played a lot of them in WCS. Just going over his record a little bit. For some reason, he always gets matched up with Protoss and Zerg opponents, and that actually goes pretty well for him until he met Tasia last season in the top 8. That was the first time that he...
Hey, he took a map.
Yeah, he did take a map, which is more than what most of Tasia's opponents could say last season. This season has been completely different. Summer has truly ended for Tasia.
It sure has, man.
But, you know, MacSed even this season, he was able to defeat Wangzin in the round of 32. Last season, we saw him play a couple of times against Puck. He lost the series, but he won the deciding series. And those were really fun games. And Puck has shown us over and over again that, you know, he's no slouch. He's one of the absolute best Protoss players we have in North America. And MacSed just being able to, you know, compete with him and also defeat him, that definitely gives you a lot of hope if you're a MacSed fan.
Quick double gas on 15 here for MacSed. Oz is still just working off that one assimilator. Beyond that, these builds are looking pretty similar. Gates down at the same time. Cybercore is going to start around the same time. Also, why isn't MacSed, or why isn't Oz taking this next gas?
That's actually surprising because most of the time he does take a double gas as well.
Yeah, there it is. A little bit later.
Switch it up a little bit. This is old school PvP. Take one, just put 3 probes in it.
The old Korean 4-gate, one gas.
If you do Roddy's 11-gate, this happens too, but I don't think Oz is aware of my 11-gate. See, I think Oz is going maybe for a 1-gate fast expand. He's opening up with a Zealot as well. If he goes for a double gate, then most of the time he skips the Zealot and he just makes 3 Stalkers and then heads out with the Mothership Core, tries to get some sort of map control or at least some map presence. I think it might be Zealot. Okay, he's cancelling the Zealot on the last moment, perhaps because he didn't scout for proxies. Well, he scouted a little bit. Not in the corner of his base though. But then again, he's not playing Naniwa.
Scouting probe from MacSed sees what's up, has probably clicked on that assimilator and, well, maybe clicked on that assimilator and might have an idea for the off.
He's saving up quite a bit of chrono boost as well. I'm a little bit confused by Oz's build so far, even though it doesn't mean too much yet, but is he gonna actually fast expand of a Stalker? That's
what it's looking like.
That's not something we normally see. Quick
What's gonna happen? Yeah. There's the Nexus. 1-gate fast expand off of just a single Stalker. That is, I guess we can call that ballsy.
Yeah, that's certainly ballsy. If MacSed decides to go aggressive, even just of this double gate opening, with 3 Stalkers, he could force out a really early photon overcharge.
I mean, MacSed's build is already almost a soft counter to this. He's going to have 3 Stalkers to 1. He's going to have fast Twilight Council for probably Blink.
I must say, I'm super confused if Oz is actually going to send his Mothership Core across the map, but that's not what he's doing. He's just scouting for proxies. And then we do see the Robo going down. But the power of the sentries normally is that you can trap those first initial gateway units that want to put on some pressure on your Nexus, and you can force them to back off, and then you don't even have to photon overcharge, because, you know, with a Zealot, 2 sentries and a Stalker, if you drop a couple of good force fields, then with the additional DPS from a Mothership Core, you can trap units early on. I think Oz is going to have a hard time even dealing with this original aggression, even before Blink is ready. I don't think MacSed has to wait
Kevin,
for Blink.
This Nexus is so fast that he's not even going to be able to cancel it when he realizes that he's getting attacked.
He doesn't want to cancel it though. Like, he always wants to keep it alive. He wants to cast Photon Overcharge. But then normally you rely on force fields. I'm a little bit confused. Like, I think if MacSed goes for it immediately, doesn't wait for Blink, just run up this ramp, see what's going on, I think Oz is going to have a hard time. He's going to have to cast Photon Overcharge very early on, and that can be nice.
Okay, so MacSed is now doing exactly what you said. He's up the ramp. He's going to start chipping away at this Nexus. There's a couple sentries, a couple Stalkers, and Probes also going to be pulled here, so this is enough.
I actually think that was a fight that Oz maybe could have taken, because Blink is not ready yet, not arrived though, so maybe not. It's time for Photon Overcharge, Oz, and there we go. And right now, Oz, what he's going to need, Ben, is Zealots and Immortals. Just Immortals alone won't be enough, because then Blink Stalkers, as soon as Blink is ready and Photon Overcharge run out, can just blink on top of the Immortals. He's really going to need some Zealots.
MacSed's Stalker count continues to climb. His Mothership Core also making its way across the map. So we're going to be able to blink up and down into the main base if we so choose. But MacSed actually looks like that's exactly what he wants to do. He's going around to that low ground third base.
Not a single Zealot on the map at the moment. I think if the stock count grows a little bit more, he can just blink on top of the Immortals and he could potentially just straight up win the game there. Maybe blink in 4 Stalkers, that's always the magic number to one-shot probes, and it's super annoying to deal with that, certainly when you have a very low amount of units. Here we go, big blink by MacSed. Is he going to cast Photon?
Oh, those are pretty good force fields, and 2 Stalkers are going to die immediately. A 3rd Stalker is going to go down. A 4th Stalker is stuck. Manages to blink down to the low ground. MacSed's going to get out of there, but not without heavy losses. A grand total of 4 Stalkers, 700 total resources.
That didn't go very well.
That was not the best trade.
No.
He killed a...
I'm surprised that he just blinked into the main base with all Stalkers. I thought just doing it with 4 and trying to spread out us would have been a better idea. He's going to try to do it again. He's going to focus perhaps the robot. He just doesn't have enough units right now to deal with the Immortal.
He's going to kill a sentry, but it's going to cost him
again a Stalker.
No units.
And he's not in a position to lose any units. Well, he didn't lose a Stalker this time.
He's
getting a lot of Zealots, but Oz has a couple of force fields. Even though he just has a single sentry. He has 2 forces, that might not be enough. Okay, MacSed is going to try to trap the Immortals and get his Zealots on top of it. Here we go, this is a really important moment for MacSed.
Truth, Guardian Shield and Zealots. 3rd Stalker, or 3rd Immortal rather, walking down the ramp is going to have to deal with these Stalkers. And he is going to be killed very quickly.
But there is another Photon Overcharge. The Immortal, one of the Immortals does die, but the other Immortals stay alive. And with the new Photon Overcharge, Oz is going to buy more and more time for himself. A new Immortal is already about to spawn as well. I think Oz has defended this.
Yeah, a bizarre opening, but it's worked out at this point. Oz still with 2 Immortals alive. Did he kill the Mothership Core? He did not.
No.
Where? Oh, there it is.
Over here.
Floating over to the right of the main base. MacSed looks like he wants to try to blink up into the main, but
no, he can't do it. Right now the Immortal count is getting 3 high. There are 3 Immortals. Whoa. He's going to blink on the low ground, focus down the sentry. This is painful though.
He's going to get 1 sentry, he's going to get 1 Immortal, might get the 2nd Immortal, but again, heavy losses incurred here for MacSed. Loses 3 more Stalkers.
He did reset
for 2 Immortals though? It might have been.
Well, if Oz is getting over eager, Oz is chasing a little bit too far. I'm not sure if I like this. There are pylons much closer right now for MacSed. MacSed buying a little bit more time, or he's going to blink into the main base. Oh, that's a misblink, a big misblink for MacSed.
3 Stalkers left on the low ground, and Immortal and 3 Stalkers on the high ground will be pretty good, but not good enough as those remaining Stalkers do come up, and now we've got Oz in a little bit of trouble.
New Immortal's
going to pop out. This might be exactly what he needs to save the day.
Oz is doing okay. Oz is trading evenly, and that's all that he wants to do. Oh my god.
Suicide blink. GG. MacSed has been best.